Hi, LogRack321 here for Vacuum.com, and today we're going to be comparing the Shark Rocket Vacuum with the Dyson DC44 vacuum. Both of these are handheld, lightweight machines, however they are very, very different. Now, let's just start off, full disclosure. I was sent this Dyson machine by Dyson. I did not pay for it. They sent this to me for review purposes. The Shark I did pay for, so there we go. Now that is out in the open, and let's move on to the actual review. So, first of all, the Shark here is marketed as a full-size upright in a handheld package, whereas the Dyson is marketed as a handheld quick cleanup machine. If you watch my review on the Shark Rocket or read it at Vacuum.com, you can see it is really, really not suited for the task of being an upright vacuum. If you're looking for an upright vacuum, this machine is terrible. However, if you're looking for a quick cleanup machine, it gets a little bit better. It's more designed for that. However, it has some flaws, which I'll discuss a little bit later. But between the two, let's just talk about for quick cleanups. So for quick cleanups, the Dyson is much easier, being that it's cordless. So it lasts 20 minutes on a charge, and you can just pick it up, squeeze the trigger, and you're ready to clean. Now with the Shark, you have to unhook the machine from the wand, otherwise the cord will be too tight. Then you have to pull the cord off, clip the machine back on, go plug it in, and then you're ready to clean. So it's a little bit different, but both will get you started and get cleaning. Overall, the Rocket is much heavier and much harder to get into places. Now, yes, you can see. You can see here that the head, let me back this up, so right now, these heads are both at the same starting line. However, you can see that the Rocket head is much longer, longer this way. It does not swivel nearly as much, whereas when this is upright, this will go to a full 90 degree, whereas when the Shark is upright, you only get this 45 degree. So the steering is much easier on the Dyson. The Rocket is also much heavier, so if you try to pick it up, which I'll show you, how about I just show you that? So let me unlock the camera and move it up. There we go, tightened. And here we go. You see both the Rocket, which I'm going to put in my right hand, which is my dominant hand, and I actually have a lot more wrist strength in my right than my left, where the Dyson is. Now I'm just going to use the handles here. The Rocket is actually really heavy, and I have to use two hands, and it's still shaking a little bit. You can say I'm weak, whatever, but either way, this is a very heavy machine, and if you're even thinking about wanting to clean up high, definitely not the machine for you. The Dyson, on the other hand, I'm just going to use my left here. It's heavy, my hand shakes a little bit, but you know what? I can get it up in the air. I use my right, no problem. In addition, the build quality on these two, very different. Let me put the camera back down. There you go. Now as you can see this blue tube right here, this is aluminum. The Shark, on the other hand, is plastic. So if you get this banged around a little bit, this one might shatter, this one might dent. I personally would much rather have a little bit dented tube than a shattered tube which you cannot replace without buying a whole new vacuum. So though this machine, the Rocket, may be $200 versus the $300 for the Dyson is going to last you a much longer period of time. And during that time, in my tests, the Dyson cleans up much better than the Shark, which is surprising, because the Shark has a full, according to Shark, they have a full upright class motor here, whereas the Dyson has a handheld motor, but once again, please remember this is Dyson's new digital motor design, and according to Dyson, this spins 5 times faster than a Formula 1 engine. So either way, you could see two very different vacuums. They'll both get stuff clean. The difference is best described with an analogy. The Shark rocket here may be a Toyota Camry. It'll get you from point A to point B, and it'll do it well. However, the Dyson here is a BMW. It'll get you from point A to point B just as well as the Toyota Camry, but you're going to be a lot more comfortable. And in some cases, it will do a lot better job. It'll also be a little bit more reliable. So, with that, let's actually show you a little bit about why I think the Shark rocket is definitely not as good when it comes to upright, or when it comes to handheld cleaning. So when Shark designed this, let me move the camera again. When Shark designed this, you see, same design where it has the dirt tank right on the hand. Well, that's great, except for when you want to go empty it. Because whereas with the Dyson, you also disconnect it. With the Dyson, when you want to empty it, you just disconnect from the one, walk over to your garbage can, and press the red button. Pops the bottom, dirt falls out, and then it's all done. The Shark, on the other hand, you still have this cord attached. So if you're plugged in and you go to empty it, you're bringing along the whole cord for the ride. And if you don't unplug it, well, you may not be able to reach the garbage can. So, yeah, it's a little bit of a design flaw. In addition, I have a hard time using the rocket. I have moderate allergies, and the rocket here, let me show you the whole filter. This is the only filter it has. That's it. That's all, and this is from very light use. So this thing has, I don't want to say no, this thing has a very, very, very small amount of filtration. So when I went to review this Shark rocket here, it took me 3 takes to do the review because I kept sneezing so hard I had to stop the recording. Whereas the Dyson, I have not sneezed once. This thing does an awesome job. Now the Dyson here also requires less maintenance as it doesn't have the filter that you have to clean every month. This filter that you see here, you have to clean every 2 months. So you're doing maintenance half as often with the Dyson. Either way, they'll both get your floors clean, or at least cleaner, but they do it 2 different ways. Myself, I'd spend the extra $100 to buy the Dyson. The Shark, well, I cannot recommend it. It's very, very mismarketed and very underperforming for what they market it to do. Overall, I would not even get this for quick cleanups. It does not perform anywhere near as well as it should. It is very, very heavy. It's also very hard to maneuver. So let's actually show you that. Sorry to keep moving the camera on you, but I want to allow you guys to see exactly what I mean. Here we go. That's a 90-degree angle. And let's show that to you with the rocket. I'm going to stand in the same place and just do this with my wrist. So here we go. As you can see, that's lifting up. So I can take it like that, but I have to move my whole upper body and arm to get it around. Whereas with the Dyson, I put it down on the floor. Very simple. Goes right around. I can even do it with it turned on. Now you may have heard the little banging there at the Dyson. The Dyson feels so much more solid in the hand. It doesn't feel like the Shark, whereas the Shark will feel, when you're using it, a little bit creaky, and sometimes it has squeaks and things of that nature. The Shark, I'm honestly scared that this thing will break and I won't be able to get my money back. Whereas the Dyson, I'm very comfortable picking it up, dropping it a little bit, whereas this, if I could pick it up without this thing tipping over on me, I want to be very careful with it. So yes, that is my review of my comparison of the Dyson to the Shark. Overall, Shark Rocket, don't bother. Save your money. If you're looking for something to clean up, I would personally save up a little bit more, get the Dyson, and you know it will last you a lot longer. You can get the Rocket, and it will do a decent job. You'll have some flaws to live with for a year or two. Then this thing will break down. Whereas the Dyson, they may have a 2-year warranty, but I have a feeling that this thing will definitely last you a lot longer than 2 years. It will definitely last you a lot longer than the Rocket. So anyway, that is my full review of the 2 competing vacuums. If you want to look at the review on each one of them, you can check out my YouTube channel at youtube.com/logdog321 or at vacbin.com, where you can read my full review. It's been Logdog321 here for vacbin.com. Thanks for watching. Bye.